As a continuation of the previous lecture, we are moving to some properties of Fourier transform. So first property is linearity property. Linearity property says that if there are two functions f of x and g of x, the Fourier transform of a into f of x plus b into g of x is equal to a into Fourier transform of f of x plus b into Fourier transform of g of x. That is, sum of two terms, Fourier transform of sum of two terms is equal to Fourier transform of term separately, that is plus f a into f of fx plus b into f of g of x. That is called linearity property. And second property is if f of x equal to f of omega is a Fourier transform, then f of x equal to 1 by mod a f of omega by a. That is, if we know Fourier transform of a given function, then Fourier transform of x is obtained by 1 by modulus of a into Fourier transform of omega by a. That is, first we find the Fourier transform of f of x, and in this answer replace omega by a. And third property is, if we know the Fourier transform of a given function, then Fourier transform of x minus a, the function together with a constant term, subtracting term, will be equal to e raised to minus omega into f of omega. Of f omega is the Fourier transform f of x. Now the fourth one is multiplication by x raised to n. That is, if we know Fourier transform of a given function is f of omega, then the Fourier transform of the function together with an x raised to n term is obtained by d raised to n by d omega raised to n of f of omega. Such that is, first we find the Fourier transform of the given function, then take the derivative with respect to omega n times if the multiplying term is x raised to n. If it is x, it becomes d by d omega. If it is x square, it becomes d square by d omega square. Similarly, fifth one is multiplication by cosine sine term. Similarly, if we know Fourier transform of a given function, then Fourier transform of the function multiplied with the term cos is easily obtained by half of f of omega a plus f of omega minus a. That is, first we find the Fourier transform of f of s, and in this answer replace omega by omega plus a and replace omega by omega minus a. Then add the Fourier transform and divide the answer by 2. Similarly, if it is multiplying by a sine term, find the Fourier transform. First replace it is omega minus a, then omega plus a, then subtract and divide by 2i. Sixth one is transform of derivative. That is, if we know Fourier transform of a given function, the Fourier transform of f dash x, we can generalize it as fn dash x is equal to I omega raised to n f of omega. That is, if we know Fourier transform, then any derivative can be obtained by Fourier transform. Any derivative can be obtained by using this formula I omega raised to n f of omega. Now transform of integral, that is, if we know Fourier transform of a given function, then the Fourier transform of this integral is given by 1 by I omega into f of omega. So these are the important properties of Fourier transform, and this can be applied to many problems. By using this property, we can solve many problems simply instead of integrating and evaluating by using these properties. So we move to some problems regarding including properties. The first question is, find the Fourier transform of the function e raised to minus x square. Hence find Fourier transform of x into e raised to minus x square. Here we see that this is a function, and in the second function the x term is coming together with e raised to minus x square. So we can either we can apply multiplication by x property, or we say that this one is the derivative of this one, that is derivative of e raised to minus x square is minus 2x into e raised to minus x square. There is a term minus 2 is not there, so we can apply any property, that is multiplication by x property of derivative of transform of derivative. Here I am applying the transform of derivative property, and for that first I found the Fourier transform of this function. So Fourier transform has a formula 1 by root 2 pi integral minus to plus infinity f of x e raised to minus I omega x dx. Now substituting the value e raised to minus x square, and we add the power, and we cannot integrate this one directly, so we apply the completing the square property. Completing the square property means first condition is the coefficient of x square should be 1, it is 1. Now take the coefficient of x, that is I omega. Now take the half, that is I omega by 2. Now add the term and subtract the term, that is I omega by 2 the whole square plus I omega by 2 the whole square dx. And this I square is minus 1, so this minus minus plus omega square by 4. Now the first term can be the expansion of a plus b the whole square, that is x plus I omega by 2 the whole square plus omega square by 4. Now we can separate, multiplying this minus inside, it become e raised to minus x plus I omega by square, I omega by 2 the whole square minus omega square by 4. Since we are integrating with respect to x, this term is a constant, so we can take it outside. Then the remaining is e raised to minus omega square by 4 integral minus to plus infinity e raised to minus x plus I omega by 2 the whole square dx. Now for integrating this one, we substitute x plus I omega by 2 is equal to t. So taking derivative on both sides, it becomes dx equal to dt. So it is e raised to minus t square dt. The limit will be same since it is lower limit is minus infinity and upper limit is infinity. So and this is equal to root pi. This result occurred in multiple integral section in the previous semester. So it is minus infinity to infinity e raised to minus x square dx is root pi. So this answer is root pi. So we get the answer as e raised to minus omega square by 4 by root 2. Root pi will be cancelled. This is the first section. By using this, we can find the Fourier transform of x into e raised to minus x square. So I have said earlier, this can be obtained either by the property multiplication by t or the derivative property of this one. That is, its derivative is minus 2x e raised to minus x square. So I here use the property derivative property. That is, we know that Fourier transform of f n dash x is I omega raised to an f of x. So we first take first derivative here. F dash x is I omega raised to 1 f of x. And derivative e raised to minus x square is minus 2x e raised to minus x square. And this is already found e raised to minus omega square by 4 by root 2. Now we can take, by linear property, we can take the term constant term outside. So minus 2 f of x e raised to minus x square is I omega e raised to minus x omega square by 4 by root 2. Now dividing by this minus 2, the answer is minus I omega e raised to minus omega square by 4 to root 2. So this can be also done by the property multiplication by x. So answer will be same. So the second question is find the Fourier transform of e raised to minus x cos ax. So cos alpha x. So here we can apply, either we can use the direct formula for Fourier transform, or we can apply the property multiplication by cos term. And for that, first we have to find the Fourier transform of this function, that is e raised to minus x. Formula is 1 by root 2 pi integral minus plus infinity e raised to minus mod x e raised to I omega x dx. Since this modulus value mod x is x, since given that x is greater than 0, so we can combine the term minus x plus I omega x, that is minus x plus I omega x dx. And since it is integral is minus to plus, it is easily can be evaluated by converting this term. E raised to minus I omega is cos omega x minus I sin omega x dx. Now we can separate the term e raised to minus mod x cos omega x dx minus e raised to minus mod x sin omega x dx. And this is even functions. It is includes mod value, cos and even. So plus into plus, that is again even. E raised to minus mod x is an even function. Sin is an odd. So plus into minus, so completely odd. So this integral is 0 and this integral is 2 times 0 to infinity. So it is 2 times 0 to infinity raised to minus this mod x value is x since x greater than 0 cos omega x dx. Now by the reduction formula e raised to x cos bx, that is e raised to x by a square plus b square into a cos bx plus b sin bx. Here a is minus 1, b is omega, that is e raised to minus x by minus 1 square omega square minus cos omega x plus omega sin omega x, applying the limit to 0 to infinity. Applying the upper limit infinity, e raised to minus infinity 0. Applying the lower limit 0, it becomes e raised 0 is 1 by 1 plus omega square minus cos 0 plus omega sin 0. And sin 0 is 0. This minus plus. So answer is root 2 by pi 1 by 1 plus omega square. Now we apply the property multiplication by cos alpha x, that is given by f of omega plus alpha. Here the constant term is alpha plus f of omega minus alpha. That is, in this answer we replace omega by omega plus alpha here, and here omega minus alpha. So we get the answer as 1 by root 2 pi 1 by 1 plus omega minus alpha square plus 1 by 1 plus omega minus alpha square. Now the next question, find the Fourier transform of fx equal to minus e raised to minus alpha mod x, alpha greater than 0. Using this result, find the inverse transform of 1 by 1 plus omega square. So first we have to find the Fourier transform of this one. So we write e raised to minus alpha mod x e raised to minus omega x dx. And e raised to minus I omega x is cos omega x minus I sin omega x. check whether it is even or odd, we separate the term e raised to minus alpha x, alpha mod x cos omega x, e raised to minus alpha mod x sin omega x. This is since here it is mod, it is an even function, cos is even, so togetherly even, odd, togetherly odd. So this integral is 0, and this one 2 times root to infinity raised to alpha x cos omega x dx. Since it is an even function and x value greater than 0, this is mod x is x. Now by the reduction formula, it is e raised to ax by a square plus b square into a cos bx plus b sin bx. Here a is minus alpha and b is omega. Substituting and applying the limit infinity, e raised to minus infinity 0. Applying the lower limit 0, e raised 0 by alpha square plus omega square minus alpha cos 0 plus omega sin 0. Sin 0 0 and cos 0 1. So it become 2, this minus minus plus 2 alpha by alpha square plus omega square root 2 pi, and simplifying we get the answer as root 2 by alpha square plus omega square. Now to obtain the question is, by using the inverse formula, find the inverse transform of 1 by 1 plus omega square. By using this result, we have to find the inverse transform of 1 by 1 plus omega square. And we write the inverse formula as 1 by root 2 pi integral minus 2 plus infinity f of x e raised to I omega x d omega. We substitute the Fourier transform answer here. It is alpha by alpha square plus omega square e raised to I omega x d omega. And we can take this root 2 pi to the left side. It become inverse transform. There is a term. We can take this term to the left side. It becomes root pi by 2 f of x, and this is here 1 by root 2 pi integral minus 2 plus infinity alpha by alpha square plus omega square e raised to I omega x d omega. And we see that this is the inverse transform formula for the function alpha by alpha square plus omega square. There is a formula 1 by root 2 pi function e raised to I omega x dx. So here the question is to find the 1 by 1 plus omega square value. So we put alpha equal to 1. So it becomes root pi by 2 f of x equal to 1 by root 2 pi integral to minus infinity plus infinity 1 by 1 plus omega square e raised to I omega x d omega. So this answer is equal to, this is the inverse transform formula 1 by 1 plus omega square. So inverse transform 1 by 1 plus omega square is given by root 2 by pi, and function is e raised to minus mod x. Next question is an important question, previous university question. Find the Fourier transform of, it can be asked like this way, that is either find the Fourier transform of e raised to minus x square by 2, or show that it is self-reciprocal. Self-reciprocal means only x will be changed to omega, that is Fourier transform of e raised to minus x square by 2 is e raised to minus omega square by 2. Only x changes to omega. So first we have to find Fourier transform, that is 1 by root 2 pi integral minus 2 plus infinity e raised to minus x square by 2 e raised to minus omega x dx. Now we can add the power, and for integrating we take the term minus 1 by 2 common outside, so it become x square plus 2i omega x. And we cannot integrate this one, this like this way, so we apply completing the square property. The coefficient of x square is 1, and we take the coefficient of x is here 2i omega. We take the half term, that is I omega, and we square the term and subtract the term, and this is the expansion of x plus I omega the whole square, and I square is minus 1 minus minus plus omega square dx. So it become e raised to minus 1 by 2 x plus I omega square dx minus 1 by 2 omega square. Since we are integrating with respect to x, this is a constant term, we can take it outside. Then minus infinity plus infinity e raised to x plus I omega, and we can take this 2 to the inside, it become root 2 the whole square dx. Now we put, as in the earlier question, we put this one as t. So it become dx equal root 2 dt. So it is e raised to minus t square dt root 2. And as said earlier, this value is root pi. There is a root 2, we can take it outside. So we get the answer as e raised to minus 1 by 2 omega square. So this is self-reciprocal, that is x is changes to, only changes x to omega. This is an important question. This is a previous university question. And here some extra problems are here. That is from find the complex Fourier transform of the given function. Limit changes to minus a to a. And the function is sin x. Here the limit changes to minus 4 to 4, the function is x. Here two values are here, that is limit changes to minus 1 to 0 plus 0 to 1. In the last one, first find the Fourier transform, then applying the inverse transform formula, deduce the corresponding integral. This topic is very much important. There is only two formulas to learn, that is a transform formula and the inverse formula. Most of the questions are I have written in the paper. Some problems are written as extra problems. So do these problems. If there is any doubt, then WhatsApp me. Thank you.